Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Mountain Game here at Bridgewater Regional High School. For tonight's Southeast Conference Girls Basketball Contest featuring the visiting boxers of Brockton High School and your Trojans of VR. Prior to tonight's game, the Bridgewater Regional Athletic Committee would like to recognize the 7 members of the Trojan Girls Basketball Class of 2022 here on Senior Night. Please join us in recognizing the outstanding achievements of this talented group. Before we recognize our Trojan seniors in the Bridgewater Regional Girls Basketball Program, we'd like to recognize and congratulate 4 members of the Brockton High School Class of 2022. Hanika DeGrace, Malaysia Dingle, Abby Cherry, and Selena Army Rose. And all of them for the achievement of success and all of the members. Our first honoree has been a team leader of on and off the court throughout her career, and her contributions have been invaluable to the program's success. In 17 career games played, she has averaged over a point per rebound per contest, including a 4-point performance in a win at Brockton last winter. A 2-sport standout at BR, she is a member of the soccer program and has also excelled in the classroom. After graduation, she is looking to attend Western New England University, Roger Williams University, or the University of Connecticut, and major in mechanical engineering. Accompanied tonight by her parents, Lauren and Jim, ladies and gentlemen, number 20, Abby Mulhern. Our next honoree has displayed a work ethic over the course of her career that embodies what the Trojan program is all about. Whether it's a tough rebound, a key basket, or a big defensive stop, she's provided the spark for many big plays over the years. In 21 career games, she has averaged 3.6 rebounds and 1.7 points per game, including a 6-sport performance in a win over Durkee last month. A 2-sport standout PR, she has also excelled as a member of the Trojans volleyball team this fall, and earned Tom Gazette All-Scholastic honors. She has enjoyed great success in the classroom as well. After graduation, she is looking to attend either the University of Rhode Island or Providence College and major in psychology. Accompanied tonight by her parents, Karen and John, and her sister, Libby. Ladies and gentlemen, number 4, Karen Cronin. Our third honoree is enjoying career filled with success in the 3-court standout at AR. Her defensive prowess and skill has drawn the attention of teammates and opponents alike, as her tenacity helps set the tone at both ends of the floor. In 40 career games, she has averaged nearly 3 points and over 2 rebounds per game, and consistently draws the toughest defensive assignment each night. The Brockton Enterprise and Tom Gazette All-Scholastic performer both on the volleyball court and softball diamond as well at BR. She's been a part of a pair of state semifinal squads both in basketball and softball during her matriculation while also excelling in her studies. After graduation, she will attend the University of South Carolina and major in elementary education. Accompanied tonight by her parents, Kim and Bill. Ladies and gentlemen, number 12, Ashley Tate. Our next honoree has established herself as the top point guard in the region this season at both ends of the floor. She has stepped into her leadership roles and enjoyed big moments at key times, including setting the tone for the season on opening night with the game-winning layup against Newton North. In 45 career games played, she has averaged just over 5 points, 3.5 rebounds, and 2 assists per game, including a career-high 17-point performance on Tuesday night at Durfee, and a memorable 14-point effort in the 49-44 win over then second-ranked St. Mary's in January. Her ball fakes have become the stuff that highlight reels are made of, especially 2 years ago in the state tournament against Whitman Hanson. A two-sport standout at VR, she also excelled in the soccer pitch, while also shining in the classroom. Following graduation, she is set to attend either Providence College, Roger Williams University, or Loyola University of Chicago and major in psychology. Accompanied tonight by her parents, Kathy and Mitch, ladies and gentlemen, number 3, Dana Foster. Though our fifth honorary senior season was cut short due to injury, the impact she has continued to make on her teammates provided a positive influence both on and off the court. A Brockton Enterprise and Tom Gazelle Scholastic honoree, she has earned all SEC accolades in the backcourt as a junior, after helping lead the Trojans to an undefeated campaign. And in 40 career games, she has averaged 5.5 points and 2 rebounds per game, including a 9-point average last season. She connected for 46 three-pointers along the way, and the leadership she has displayed throughout her tenure in the Trojan uniform garnered the respect of teammates and coaches alike when she was named as the team tri-captain this year. Her passion for the game mirrors the unbridled joy she brings to everyone she comes in contact with. And after graduation, she will continue her playing career at St. Joseph's College in Maine while majoring in biomedical engineering. Accompanied tonight by her parents, Amy and Scott, ladies and gentlemen, number 2 tri-captain number 7. Our sixth honoree enjoyed 2 stellar seasons in the Trojan uniform before injuries have unfortunately hampered her over the last 2 years. One of the top-ranked players in the nation and a McDonald's All-American nominee, she earned Boston Globe and Boston Herald Super Team honors as both a freshman and sophomore, and was a USA Today All-State selection as a freshman. A 2-time All-Conference, Brockton Enterprise, and Tom Gazelle Scholastic selection, she has averaged nearly 18 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 blocks per game in 47 career contests, while posting 22 career double-doubles along the way. That included a career-high 32-point performance against Brockton. She was invited to Team USA's U16 national squad during the freshman campaign, and during the summer of 2020, she claimed the crown as the best shooter in Massachusetts at the prestigious Shot for Life competition. Off the court, she is active in the community as a volunteer for Special Olympics, and has also excelled in the classroom as a National Honor Society inductee. Simply put, she is one of the best to ever wear a VR uniform, and her contributions will certainly stand the test of time. After graduation, she will continue her basketball career after accepting a full scholarship offer to attend Duke University. Accompanying Corey and Tim, ladies and gentlemen, number 22, Shane Bowling. Our final honoree will forever be part of the history of the Trojan program and the art community as a whole. A moment in time that has simply become known as the shot is an indelible image that will last forever. As that magical three-pointer provided a thrilling 44-43 victory over Needham and a trip to the Garden for the state semifinals 2 years ago. But her career is much more than just a shot. It is defined by timely scoring, tough rebounding, crisp passing, tenacious defense, and leadership by example. She is the quintessential Trojan, defining what it means to be a great teammate both on and off the court. In 55 career games played, she has averaged nearly 6 points and over 5 rebounds per game, including her high 17 points and 11 boards in the win in New Bedford last winter. A two-time Brockton Enterprise and Tony Gazette All-Scholastic honoree, she has also excelled in the classroom and as a leader in the community. Her legacy will not be defined by one moment, but by a series of them. Following graduation, she will attend either UMass Amherst, Bethel University, or Connecticut College and major in hospitality. Accompanied tonight by her parents, Kim and Kevin, ladies and gentlemen, number 5, track captain, Fiona Kelly. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a young women you see before you tonight have been standouts in competition in the classroom and in the community throughout their careers at Bridgewater Raymond. Their legacy speaks for itself. 3 straight conference championships, an overall record of 64 wins and 9 losses for an 877 winning percentage. The top ranking in the state by Max Press, the Boston Globe and Boston Herald in 2021, and the program's first Division I South Sectional Championship in 30 years in 2020. That provided a trip to the state semifinals at the TD Garden. Please join us in a final round of applause as we congratulate Emily Homer, Kara Cronin, associates with Deposit, Amber Silver, Shea Fuller, and Fiona Kelly, and all their career achievements, and this is nothing but success and all their future endeavors. Ladies and gentlemen, season-ending injuries spoke Amber Silva and Shea Boland, preventing these 2 senior captains from getting the last shot on their home court in front of their friends, families, and teammates. We would like to now welcome Shea and Amber to the court to make one final shot in front of BR Trojan Nation. Fiona Kelly will be giving an assist to Shea. And number 23, Brockton, will be giving a final assist to Amber Silva. Congratulations to all of our members in the class of 2022. And now here are the names starting lineups. First visiting boxers at Brockton High School. Starting at guard, sophomore number 3, Jay Madison. Also at guard, senior number 4, Malaysia Nichols. Starting at guard, senior number 5, Abby Cherry. Starting at center, a junior number 14, Negotiating Walters. Starting at guard, a junior number 23, Nathaniel Madison. The head coach of Brockton High School in her third season, Jordan Zachary. She is assisted by Adam Zachary. And now the starting lineup for your Trojans in Bridgewater Rainham. Starting at guard, the senior number 20, Abby Maher. Starting at forward, the senior number 4, Kara Cronin. Starting to guard is senior number 3, Dana Posse. And starting to forward is senior number 5, John Captain Dina Howard. The head coach of Bridgewater Rainham Regional High School in their 7th season is Cheryl Seavey. She is assisted by John Gallagher and Nicole Martin. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we'll ask you to please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome to Bridgewater Raynham, where the girls are, varsity girls are matching up with the Brockton Boxers in their second game of the season. Briere comes in with a 10-4 record, and Brockton is 3-5. This is Skip Crossman along with John Luck and Jeff Fowler saying, welcome to BR Basketball. Senior night here on the campus. What are we looking for here, John?
I think it's going to be really interesting because if you're just watching BR basketball, I should say, for the first time in a long time, obviously one of the focal points of this team was number 22, Shea Boland. She is out for the season, as a lot of people know by now. And I think you don't want to say that having an injury at any time is a good thing, but the fact that Cheryl Seavey had a chance to kind of evaluate where the team looked like without Shea Boland, I think that kind of makes things a little easier as far as figuring things out. And you talked about senior night, 8 seniors on this BR girls basketball team.
Yeah, and all 5 starters are seniors in the program. Turnover right away, quick. Cronin picks it up. Over to Posick, she'll bring it over the timeline. Brockton looks like in a zone. They're back and forth. Winging it out to number 20 on the wing there. Mulhern back over to Fiona Kelly inside. Tipped by one of the boxers, number 14, Najee Nwasu.
See, going back to the zone defense, I think number 12 for BR actually had to play a very important role there. She had to try and, if it were me, I'd run to that foul line, try and create some mismatches defensively.
Yeah, and they do have some outside shooters too. We saw number 20, Abby Mulhern, shooting lights out from the three-point line. First miss for the Boxers. Cronin shots off mark. I'm sorry, Kelly's shots off the mark, and 6:58. We're still on no score.
And Skip, at the start you mentioned that this is a rematch from earlier this year, and I mean, if you're a Brockton Boxers fan, that was just an ugly performance from a team that, you know, has been going through some scheduling difficulties. Obviously, a lot of teams have at 3-5, but as we see the shot here fall short.
Hey.
But I mean, at halftime of that game, BR was blowing up Brockton 35-5.
It's an impressive score. So far, we've seen all misses. 3 shots taken, 3 shots missed. I think they're losing sight of the shot clock here. Got a shot up and still missed as time expired. Posick Over to Kelly. Back over. Oh, nice steal. Attempted steal. Jakes. We got timeout to get a sub in. Looks like number 5 for the Boxers, Abby Cherry, did something to her ankle. She's on the bench. Pete Smith, the trainer for BR, is looking at her. So
now, as you saw before the game, we had a fairly lengthy senior ceremony. Obviously, 8 seniors, that's going to happen. But there was also a 5-minute shoot-around that took place after that. You have to wonder if that maybe played a little bit of a role here as far as these cold shooting performances. As right now, BR 0 for 3 from the field and Brockton 0 for 2.
yeah,
In my mind, maybe that did a little something as far as that mojo, that momentum that you need to get things going in the first quarter.
yeah, and it's a different routine. Let's face it. Tipped by number 23 for Bridgewater Raynham, Reese Bartlett. Over on the wing there to Natalie Hall Rosa. Again off the mark. Hall Rosa again is gonna
jump ball. And I can say on the Bridgewater Now updates, we've been focusing on the BR girls basketball team, and Talia Hall Rosa, a sophomore, I think she's averaged somewhere between 12 and 14 points a game, really, since the start of the calendar year. And again, it's worth noting that she is a sophomore, and I think she's probably one of the taller players on this team. So she's going to be a real role player, not just for this season, but also for the next couple of seasons for Cheryl Seavey.
nice putback there by Mulher for Jakes. First points of the game. Ooh. Nevaeh King shots hits the support, and it's a turnover. Bridgewater Raynham with 4:53, kind of a low-scoring game. Almost 4 minutes in with only 2 points haven't been scored.
Mentioned the cold start. Right now, if I'm Brockton, I'm liking this score. Obviously, only down by 1 field goal, but you want to keep this as close as possible going into the second quarter here. You don't want to give BR any true momentum in this matchup at all.
Yeah, you're right there, John. Brockton should be really happy with this score so far. Going to be called for a travel. Number 10, Nevaeh King, just had one step too many. Looked like she was ready to pass, but didn't. The person wasn't open, so they held on to her just a step longer than she needed to.
And we saw the same thing in the JV game from one of the BR players. It was actually right around that same exact spot.
So we get subs in. Flaherty, Emma Flaherty checks in for Bridgewater Raynham. Reese Bartlett. Bartlett lights it up with a 3. Timely shooting, 5-0, 4:07 to go in the first period. Ooh.
Looks like Madison might have gotten away with a bit of an elbow there going to the
Yeah, it looked
basket.
like there was some contact. Ref's letting it go early. Nice touch.
That's exactly how you beat the zone. You get the ball to the middle. You make that defense start to second guess itself.
Have that 6 to 8 foot shot. Nothing but net. Nice rebound there by Reese Bartlett. She's fighting. Bridgewater Raynham's kind of controlling the boards early on here with 3:29 to go, leading 7-0.
I mentioned that one-sided matchup last time these two teams did battle. How about this? Brockton was held scoreless for the first 9 minutes of that game. So right now, this is kind of status quo for the BR defense.
Absolutely. A little bit of a momentum killer when you can't score for 9 minutes. You see it in a college game. Every so often there'll be 2 or 3 minutes, and you say, "What's going on?" And 2 or 3 minutes to get your goal. You can't understand how they can't score. But obviously, BR's defense was on top that night.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit about this throughout the broadcast later in the game. But BTV is going to cover a tournament down in New Jersey, Division II women's college basketball. I've been doing some research, just kind of studying up on some of the teams that are playing. And you talk about the college game being affected like that. A couple of the teams, I think I saw 2 or 3 games where in the fourth quarter they were held to 8 points or less.
And it's not what you expect when you're seeing a varsity sport at either high school or college level.
Right now, if you're Morgan Thatcher of the Brockton girls basketball team here, you have to kind of wonder, do you transition from that zone defense into more of that one-on-one matchup?
Yeah, unless they feel that they don't have the foot speed to keep up with them. Right now they've given up 7 points, and Bridgewater Raynham has finally gotten over their early shooting woes. A lot of contact there, but Posick was able to lay it in. Nice play. Bridgewater Raynham stole it in Brockton's end.
I believe there were 8 steals in the game on Tuesday night against Derby for the BR defense.
Nwasu shots off the mark. Nice steal. Posick just right place, right time. Nice layup. Dana Posick with 4 points. 11-0 run by the Lady Trojans.
Nothing beats complimentary basketball. Good defense turns into good fast breaks and good offense.
Yeah, the BRs had two steals in the Brockton end. Oh, there's a foul. Looks like Fiona Kelly might be called for one here. 5 it is. Avia King with her first points. Breaks the scoring drought, 11-1. 2 minutes and 12 seconds to go. Nothing but net. It's 11-2, Bridgewater Raynham, 2:09. Posick bringing the ball up. Out on the wing to Flaherty, back over to Posick. Exchanging passes. Whoa. Flaherty just launched it, and then she stole the pass, inbounds pass. A little strong by Reese Bartlett. Brockton Boxers will bring it up. Out on the wing to Hale Madison.
Right now, it's a 12-point game, so really, if you're Brockton, you just need to convert on some of these opportunities here. You can't afford to go on these 4 or 5-point swings. It's a 12-point game right now, obviously, but right now, if you're Brockton, you just kind of have to simplify things. Don't go for those long passes. Try and create some defensive mismatches on the BR side.
Yeah, Brockton's had a number of shots. They've just been misfiring on their end, and they have a couple of tall players out there, so they should be able to control the boards to a degree. Malaysia Dingo. Posick. Or is that, that was called
offensive.
Offensive. Taylor Madison.
I got an elbow on the back screen in the backcourt.
Boxers control the boards. So it's hit. Natalia Hall Rosa called for her first, team 4th. Kind of a baseball pass went awry. Number 5 couldn't control it. Abby Cherry. Hall Rosa for BR. Put back here with 23. Reese Bartlett. She has 5 points. BR out to a 16-2 with just about 40 seconds to go in the first period. Kind of a blocking foul. Number 4, that'll be Kara Cronin's first, team 5th. Again, Nevaeh King. She's got all the boxer points, 3 foul shots. She's got 4. She's perfect from the line. But foul shots aren't going to do it. It's a 16-4 score with 30 seconds to go. Kind of a lazy pass intercepted by the Boxers. Score by number 4, Malaysia Dingo. Out in the wing, back over to Taylor Hall Rosa. Number 24, Brenna Woodbury with a shot at the buzzer.
Nothing like a little senior night beat the clock. But I think if you're Cheryl Stevie, this is exactly the type of night you were hoping for from this team. Obviously, that slow start that we talked about where neither team could really buy a basket. But
Right.
BR, once they started seeing a couple shots falling down, be it a mid-range jumper, be it a 3, they started to get back into the swing of things. And meanwhile, Brockton playing that zone defense, it looks like, just from this first quarter, it looks like they want to make sure Natalia Hall Rosa isn't the player that's going to beat them tonight. They're going to make sure that it goes either wing to wing. Do you go with that inside drive, try and create that 2-on-1 situation? But right now, if you're Morgan Thatcher, I kind of wonder if the mindset is make sure Hall Rosa isn't the player that's going to beat us tonight.
And the problem is that you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players having scored for Bridgewater Raynham. So it's, Hall Rosa isn't your problem. It's everybody else in the team.
And how about the defense that BR played in that first quarter? I don't have the number of steals on me right now, but
They
right
had
at
at
the
least
top
4.
of my head, 4 or
that I
5.
counted. They were 2 on almost 2 consecutive series, 2 consecutive possessions, where they stole the ball, the inbounds pass or the first pass in.
Back on Tuesday night, Hall Rosa had 3 steals. Kara Cronin had 2 steals. Emma Flaherty had 1 steal.
So we have Jakes, Hall Rosa, Reese Bartlett, and with number 5, Fiona Kelly, and 3, Dana Posick on the floor for Bridgewater Raynham. It's going to be called for a hand. Number 10 got in there.
We're a little bit away, but down here it looked like it was ball.
Yeah, it did from our height anyway. We have a little bit different view than the referees.
I kind of like the higher up shot more than right on the table.
It's a nice view. So Hall Rosa's 2 foul shots gives the Lady Trojans a 20-6 advantage with 7:40 call for steps.
It should be worth noting that the BR Trojans girls basketball team have already qualified for a playoff spot. They're ranked number 12 at 13 in the Boston Globe Top 25. So right now you're playing to try and better your seed. And if you're BR, I think you treat this Brockton team with a lot of respect because at this juncture you're facing a 3-5 team, yes, but you're also facing a 3-5 team that has upset and just putting a disastrous trend in your schedule.
Absolutely. 23 with the ball there. Nevaeh Madison. Shots off the mark. Posick collects the rebound. Out to Mulhern. Jakes. Turnover. Cherry brings the ball up for the Lady Boxers. Collects the rebound. Reese Bartlett on the wing to Hall Rosa. Hall Rosa drives. Kind of off balance shot.
Hall Rosa 1 for 4 from the field so far.
You just see in that nice putback by 23. Brockton, Nevaeh Madison. First points of the second period for the Lady Boxers. Kelly and Posick trading passes. Kelly shots off the back of the rim. Lady Boxers will take over with 6:03 to go, 20-8 score in favor of the Lady Trojans. Kara Cronin checks in for the Lady Trojans. Trap didn't work. Boxers bring it up. Dingle over to can't quite get the handle on it. Nwasu and Madison can't control it. Turnover, 5:43 to go. Jakes over to Bartlett. Posick, top of the key. Shots off the mark. Boxers bring it up. Nice pass tip by Jakes. Layup by Posick. Her first points of the second period. 22-8.
On that turnover, going back on offense for BR, notice how all three players were in motion on the play. The last time Brockton had a fast break opportunity, we saw number 3 Madison just kind of tailed off to the near side and created that true 2-on-2 situation.
Right. It's like the Bridgewater Raynham group is moving in unison. Brockton's kind of disjointed right now. Maybe it's the score. Maybe it's the fact that they're looking for some fast break outlet passes, and they aren't happening with having trouble just bringing the ball halfway up court. Dehea Madison, the shot. That'll be Posick's second foul, team 6th. Non-shooting foul. Lady Boxers will inbounds with 4:57 to go. That was a push there by Ashley Jakes.
This is good coaching here by Morgan Thatcher. Right now, Brockton in the bonus, 4:56 to go. I think it's simple right now. The free throw shooting has been the thing that's been working so far for the Boxers. At this point, just drive the ball inside and whatever happens, happens.
Right. That time the shot by Cherry was off the mark. So Jakes will check out. She's got 2 fouls. Posick has 2. Cronin collects the rebound. Outlet to number 11, Emma Flaherty, top of the key. Over to Woodbury. Woodbury's looking for a pass. She's going to be called for a traveling violation, double dribble, whatever you want to call it.
Almost looks like she ran out of options and just said, I guess I'll take the travel.
Yeah. Well, smart. She didn't make a crazy pass. Ooh. So Nehea Madison misses the shot, but comes back and fouls the BR players. That's her second foul. Team only has 3, so they're in good shape that way. Woodbury brings the ball up for the Lady Trojans. Over to Flaherty, back over to Woodbury. Cross court to Flaherty. Tries to go baseline, didn't work. Intercepted, stolen by number 10, Nevaeh King. Engel brings the ball up for the Lady Boxes. Over to Madison. That's Nevaeh. There's 2 Madisons on the team. Nice rebound there by Reese Bartlett. Cronin over to Bartlett. Oh, and they call for travel. Had a little extra step there. Might have had a little push too, but with 3:54 to go, Lady Trojans on top, 22-8.
And as this game goes on, I'm starting to notice a little more pace on offense for BR. It's always a good thing to see.
Nice outlet pass to Flaherty. Flaherty comes down the wing. Top of the key to Bartlett. Back over to Flaherty. She's going to launch one off the mark. Nice attempted save there by Brenna Woodbury. Be a turnover. Lady Boxes will bring it in with 3:32 to go. Second period. Nevaeh Madison. Gian Tehea, number 3. I believe the sisters, but ooh, nice interception by Paul Rosa. Put back by, I missed it.
I think the putback was by Woodbury.
Intercepted by Hall Rosa. She puts it in, plus the basket. So Hall Rosa's persistence pays off. She intercepts the inbounds from Lady Boxers, and there'll be a timeout there by Lady Boxers, 26-8 with 3:16 to go.
Right there for Brockton. I think that was just kind of a breakdown in defense. His own defense has been working perfectly for Morgan Thatcher as much as possible. I mean, when you're taking on a team that made the state semifinals a couple years ago, you're more likely than not going to be down by this score, 26-8. But right now, I think the thing you tell your team if you're Brockton is, you know what, let's try and get some of these 3-4 point swings here, get a good stop on defense, get out into the fast break, and, you know, worst case scenario, take the ball inside. You're in the bonus. There's still 3:16 to go, and right?
Yeah, I mean, VR's already get 7 fouls. It doesn't hurt to take it into the paint and try to draw a few more fouls and get Lady Boxes to the line.
And they always say the best way to make up a deficit is to get points back without the clock moving.
Yeah.
As we're watching the girls team here, it's worth noting earlier this week, the BR boys basketball coach, Doug Alves, won his 100th game against Durfee, 73-58. John McLaren had 24 points in that game, and the freshman Timmy Boland had 12 points to go along with 10 rebounds and 8 assists.
Awesome.
Basketball program really turning things around here over the past few years, both boys and girls.
Oh, this Hall Rosa, and going to be a jump ball call. Hall Rosa and number 11, Sonali Carter, fighting for the ball. The possession arrow favors Bridgewater Raynham. They'll bring it up. Woodbury with the ball. Out in the wing to Flaherty. Back over to Woodbury. Over to Kelly. Cross court to Flaherty. Hall Rosa launches one. Three-pointer. What we saw earlier in the game. Tipped away, it's still Lady Boxer ball. 2:41 to go. 29-8. Bridgewater Raynham on top. Looks like there's a cover on that rim. Lady Boxers have had trouble scoring, and some close shots too.
Yeah, they've been doing everything right. Unfortunately, it's just the way the ball bounces, unfortunately.
Number 33, Jenna Macantuno in the game for the Lady Trojans. Kelly with the tip. Nice effort by Jenna Macantuno. Hall Rose's shot a little bit short. Oh. Number 23, Nevaeh Madison called for touching the end line. There'll be a turnover. Woodbury will inbound for the Lady Trojans. Flaherty back to Woodbury. Off the mark. Oh, nice defense there by Hall Rosa. Natalia Hall Rosa just set up shop right on the Lady Boxers after the first inbounds pass and caused the turnover. Oh. Outlet pass. Vea King with her shot off the backboard is good.
I believe that's the third made field goal for Brockton this entire game.
Yeah, right. King has 4 foul shots, but that's only her first shot from the field. Natalia Hall Rosa, her second 3-point shot. Going to be called for a foul there, number 11.
As impressive as this offense has been for BR, I'm almost maybe more impressed by the defensive play that this team has shown, because usually, you know, when you're talking about younger players, you're talking about a full court press situation or tight defense for 3 or 4 minutes, but they've been playing tight defense for basically this entire first half.
Nice pass by Nevaeh King. They were cutting Abby Cherry's shots off the mark, but she was fouled along the way. That'll be Tuono's first foul, team 8th, so team will be in the bonus. Brockton will be shooting in the bonus the rest of the night, rest of the half anyway.
As we're covering this game, the boys team playing Brockton right now, a 5-point advantage at the half for Brockton, 26-21.
Cherry's 2 foul shots are good. 32-12 with under 50 seconds to go. Hall Rosa brings the ball up over to Kelly. Backs it out, looking for a pass. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, Hall Rosa tried to go inside, but ball was tipped away. Luckily for BR, it banged off Abby Cherry's shin, so it's Lady Trojans retain the ball. With a fresh shot clock and 8 seconds to go. Hall Rosa.
I like that drive by Hall Rosa, forcing her way in, making the defense kind of overhelp there, so there was another free person to shoot the 3.
Yeah, Brockton, Lady Boxers turned it over, and Bridgewater Raynham was one more chance for a shot. Hall Rosa's shots off the mark. King, outlet to Cherry. Nwasu's shots off the mark, and Lady Trojans intercept a pass. So the end at halftime were 32-12, Lady Trojans on top.
back here at the high school, 32-12, Bridgewater Rainham on top. Happy to be joined by the new athletic director, relatively new athletic director, Bill O'Connell here. Thank you for taking a few minutes to talk to us. And things starting to get back to normal here, but I think one takeaway here, as we're starting to notice at BTV and here at the regional, is that need for volunteers and people to kind of help out around the program, because there are a lot of things that people can help out with day to day. I mean, filming games or anything like that. There's always something for people to do here if they need something to volunteer for.
Right. Yeah, I know our booster group, FOBRA, is always looking for volunteers, help with concessions. We do concessions at the basketball games, football games, or just join the board. They have one meeting a month. It's been virtual lately, so it's pretty easy to do.
And of course, here at BTV, just email one of us, call the studio 508-697-1833. You can always film a game here for basketball, any sport. You can come down and help out. But I mentioned you're relatively new here. You came on at the start of the school year, maybe a couple months before. For people that maybe don't know that we have a new athletic director, can you introduce yourself to the channel a little bit?
Yeah, I'm Bill O'Connell, started in July. Done a lot of coaching. I've been in the physical education department as a department head as well as a teacher. So glad to be on board. So far, so good. Things are going well over here.
And obviously there's been a pandemic for a long time, even before you got here. Now that things are starting to come back to normal, it's a little easier to kind of mold yourself into the athletic director role as opposed to watching crowds, watching masks, kind of that freedom that comes with being an athletic director again. Yeah,
that's exactly it. We're spending a ton of time in athletics, contact tracing and just different things with COVID and masks, and it's tough, but hopefully things open up at the end of the month, like we kind of got word yesterday from Governor Baker, and then spring's right around the corner. All those sports are outdoors, so hopefully the silver lining's right around the corner.
And finally, we're seeing Red Nation here tonight. We see them at the football games during the fall. The importance of having students and other teams kind of support each other. How important is that as the athletic director to have those crowds? Because there are some games that there's 4 people. There are some games that there's 450 people.
Yeah, I mean, the students love it. They're always asking us to help promote it. So we do a Red Nation recap on the announcements Friday mornings. We kind of go over highlights from each team and upcoming games, and some of the kids who are involved in Red Nation will ask us to help spread the word, and they'll come up with their own themes. Looks like a red theme today, but they'll do white themes and USA themes and things like that. So especially at a school like this that's really strong at both boys and girls sports as well as co-ed sports, it's really important that the kids get out.
All right, Bill O'Connell, thank you for joining us. Don't forget you can volunteer for BR Athletics, also BTV Access. Again, very simple to get in contact. Always search on Facebook if you want. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll have the second half coming up for you here on BTV.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Bridgewater Rainham, where the Lady Trojans are on top of the Lady Boxers by a 20-point margin, 32-12. Trojans coming out to a fast and furious 18 points in the first period and 14 in the second. Leading scorer for the Lady Trojans is Natalie Hall-Rosa. She has 12 points by our count. John Luck says that she's also 3 for 13 from the floor, so kind of a telling tale there that they're up by 20 and not exactly shooting lights out.
It could also be a telltale that I can't count, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But the big thing in this third quarter for me, with a lot of these starters still in the game for BR, is that shot selection. Get those second chance opportunities, see if you can beat that Brockton zone defense.
Yeah, and the Lady Trojans have been good with some second half, for at least 5 or 6 steals in the first half alone. Boxers bring it out, 23, Madison with the ball, shots off the mark. Reese Bartlett fighting for the rebound. It'll be Bridgewater Raynham ball.
Madison 1 for 5 in that. Oh, I should say now. The first few seconds here, but 1 for 5 so far tonight.
Kelly gives it up, and Dana Posick will bring the ball in over the timeline. Guarded by number 3, Madison, Tavea Madison. Over to Bartlett. Tries to drive the lane, back out to Kelly, over to Posick. Top of the key, Hall Rosa. Cross court, has a pass to Jakes. Lady Boxes with the rebound. It's number 14, Agina Wasu.
And we've seen a lot of zone defense from Brockton. I talked about that at length tonight, but I think that was one of the first few times we've seen that one-on-one matchup.
Right.
It worked out pretty well.
Yeah. Pass into Dingle. Stolen by Bartlett. Races ahead. Also fouled. So number 14. Ngozi Nwasu picks up her first.
Yeah, it looked like as Bartlett was going down the paint on that fast break opportunity, she timed out Abby Cherry for her to fly by, but I don't think she saw Nwosu coming by and got fouled.
6th point of the night. 7th point for Reese Bartlett. Bridgewater Raynham trying to half-court trap. Boxes beat it. Out on the wing. Top of the key to Cherry. Woodbury shots off the mark. Fiona Kelly collects the rebound ahead to Jakes. Nice touch pass there by the Lady Trojans. Ball was knocked out of bounds by Brockton. Be Trojans ball. Posicle inbounds. Over to Hall Rosa. Again, try to feed it in. Knocked out by Malaysia Dingle. Posicle inbounds from in front of the BR bench. Looking for a cutter, has it to Hall Rosa, back over to Posick. Bartlett with the ball, over to Jakes in the corner. Gonna drive the paint, nice putback. Pass by Posick over to Fiona Kelly. Kelly's first points, 4 points for Bridgewater Raynham, 36-12. Fighting for the ball, Reese Bartlett and number 11, Sonali Carter.
BR got into early foul trouble in the first half. It's going to be interesting to see if Brockton tries to go for the same type of tactic here.
Yeah, see if they try to drive the paint and draw some more fouls. Out on the wing to Madison. Top of the key to Nevaeh Madison, off the mark. Ball tipped. Jakes and Cherry fighting for the ball. Jakes will be called for the foul, will be here third.
Red Nation less than impressed with that call.
Yeah, because either one could have been called for it. They were both fighting for the ball. Nevaeh Madison with the ball for the Lady Boxers, over to Tahia Madison. Guarded by Posick. Hall Rosa with the rebound. Brings it up court. Ooh, looking for a cutter. By my count, that's the third foul on Tahia Madison. She'll come to the bench.
been a rough night for Madison, 0 for 4.
Say what?
0 for 4 from the field for Madison, rough
Right.
night.
Ball rims out. Nevaeh Madison with the rebound. Brings it up. Guarded by Posick. Stops her penetration. There they go. Out on the wing. The King. Guarded by Hall Rosa. Inbound to Carter off the mark. Only Bridgewater Raynham, Reese Bartlett there to collect the rebound. Lady Boxers go back on defense. Posick with the ball, top of the key. She goes right side. Looked like she had a lane to the basket there. Bartlett's pass is intercepted. Oh, nice block by Fiona Kelly. Up to Posick. Under the basket to Hall Rosa for the easy bucket.
All about the complimentary basketball. Good defense off the block, turning into a 3-on-2 and 2 points.
The give and go worked fine. We call for a travel. There was some contact, but nonetheless, Abby Cherry called for the turnover, called for the traveling violation. Lady Trojans will take it over with 3:55 and up 38-12. Kelly with the ball at the top of the key. Up on King, drives basket, draws the foul.
So I have to be honest, this is one of my first high school basketball games since the start of the pandemic, so I haven't really seen how officiating works as far as, whistle blowing and all that. In the JV game, I was just enamored with how they actually had the whistle button going there. Then you blew my mind by saying that the referee actually has a whistle inside the mask. I thought that's a trip hazard and just broken teeth everywhere.
Oh, yeah. There's probably a lot of reasons why you shouldn't do it. I know officiating football, we had the electronic whistles for the wedge season, but then we went back to lanyards for last fall. Pete Smith out there doing something with gloves on, picking up some debris on the floor. Kelly's second shot is good. King with the ball at the top of the key. Back to Nevaeh Madison. Reese Bartlett collects the rebound, brings it up over the timeline. Goes left, back to Hall Rosa. She was hooked, but no call. Nice Kara Cronin with the aggressive offensive rebound there. Calling a jump ball, but Bridgewater Raynham retains possession, 39-12. Number one in the game, Shania Gardner for the Lady Boxers, just turns it over. Nevaeh Madison tries to drive the key. Gets a nice roll.
Almost looked like Madison just threw it up and said, wherever happens, happens.
Yeah, what happens is right. And it worked.
Her first made field goal of the night.
Cronin with it inbound. The pass under the basket to number 11, Emma Flaherty. She gets a nice tap on the backside by Alicia Dingle, her first, team fourth. So not really what the Lady Boxers were planning here to get BR in foul trouble. BR has 1 foul, Lady Boxers have 4. Inbounds pass. Oh, fighting for it will be Lady Boxers' ball.
King is playing all 32 here. Down 25, getting the block, playing good defense right along the baseline. I wonder how much longer Cheryl Seaty's going to leave her starters and those core players in this game in a 25-point situation. Obviously, still a few more games to play before the playoffs start.
Yeah, you might want to, who knows what the thought process is. Maybe seniors want to play in front of their parents. Nice shot by number 4, Malaysia Dingle. Only her 4th point of the game. Kelly drives baseline. Off the mark, it'll be a Boxers ball. So Reese Bartlett checks in and Fiona Kelly will check out. 1:57 to go in the 3rd period. Trojans on top 39-16. That was Dingle, I think, wasn't it, John?
Dingle now with 7 points with that 3.
3-pointer by Malaysia Dingle. Woodbury and Bartlett exchanging passes. Jenna Mikantiuono, hopefully the pronunciation is somewhat good.
Well, so I may get made fun of for this one because I actually work with her brother, I believe, at my other job. So,
but you never use his last name.
Well, it was maybe a year and a half or so ago. We tried, come up with a correct pronunciation one night at work, and I actually won the closest one. I just forgot how to.
So Mikantuono picks up her 2nd foul, team 2nd, 39-19, 1:09 to go in 3rd period. I kind of think the BR pep squad doesn't need to be cheering during the Lady Boxers foul shots. They got enough things going against them.
As we heard Bill O'Connell, the AD for BR, say at halftime, they do get into sports here. They have a lot of theme nights at some of the different sporting events. And I will say, it's actually nice, for basketball games, obviously with everything we've been going through, to actually have a crowd in here as we see Hall Rosa just turn on the afterburners for the 2.
Hall Rosa did everything there. She brought the ball up and just ran down court. Shania Gardner picks up her first points. 41-21. Hall Rosa's shots off the mark. Lady Boxers bring it up with 30 seconds to go. Stole by Hall Rosa. She misses the bunny.
That'll be fun in practice after that shot.
Shania Garner passes over to King. King with the ball. Oh, nice steal there by Woodbury. Ahead to Flaherty. Misses.
Red Nation would have gone off if that 3 went in.
Yeah, that would have something, huh?
So after BR dominated the first half 32-12, both teams coming out with 9 points.
Yeah, that's BR scored 18 in the first period, 14 the second, 9 in the third. So, and John's right, the Lady Boxers were able to match points, but down by 20 with a period to go. They can't be happy with just matching points in the fourth period.
So I'm looking at the Brockton roster very quickly here, and my eyes could be going, but I'm counting 3 seniors on this team. So with a fourth quarter and a blowout situation here, and obviously a difficult season for the Boxers, at this point, you're telling your younger players you want to try and play for your roles in next year's team. These are very developmental quarters in these 20-point blowouts.
Yeah.
Because very quickly you could have those, and I've mentioned a few times here, you could have those 3, 4, 5-point swings very easily, and you can make this a game again.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to start the fourth period here at Bridgewater Raynham on senior night. The Lady Trojans on top 41-21. Madison will inbound. Over to King. Put back. Ball drops in for Nwasu. Her first points of the night. Steal by the Lady Boxers. King with the ball. Cross court to Madison. Bartlett. I'm sorry. It was Posick with the ball. Inbounds. Timeout called.
Yeah, on that missed three-pointer there, I think it was Madison who shot it, or Nwosu. But anyways, whoever was in the paint underneath the basket for Brockton, they were just trying very quickly to get the points back. I think at this point, what you have to do is just kind of reset, try and work on some of those offensive sets.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the quick points aren't gonna get you back in the game. It's gonna have to be a sustained effort and working on some offensive sets. .7:22 to go. 18-point advantage for Bridgewater Raynham's, 41-23.
This is always a fun time of the year, just being a basketball fan. Obviously, you have the college basketball tournament starting to ramp up. I can tell you here at BTV, we have, if my math's right, 5 games in maybe 4 days or so. We have this game tonight. We have a couple of doubleheaders over at Bridgewater State University, which is always fun.
Fiona Kelly with an easy bucket. First points of the fourth period for Bridgewater Raynham. 43-23. Ball intercepted by Posick. Brings it up to the BR end. Tries a shot, but it was rejected by Nwasu. Madison with the ball. Back to Dingle. Dingle trying to drive the... Posick collects the rebound for Bridgewater Raynham. She and Kelly exchange passes. Posick will bring it up. Crosses midcourt. Over to Jakes. Now it's Fiona Kelly with a three-pointer.
She ain't called glass, but it still counts. 23-point lead for the Trojans, working on that perimeter shooting now. As Nwosu answers back.
Nwosu with an easy bucket under the basket, just waiting there for a pass. She scores. She's got 4 points. Posick goes left, goes right, over to Bartlett, over to Kelly. Back over to Posick. Outside the three-point. Tries to pass into Cronin. Passes on the mark, and King's going to be called for the contact over the back.
And, just to finish up that basketball topic I was talking about, the fact that we're doing 5 games in 5 days, we actually, BTV got chosen to potentially help out with the NCAA Division II National Tournament, which is always a fun, I think, weekend of basketball, actually.
Great. Posick with the ball on the baseline. Kicks it over to Kelly. Kelly drives the paint. Loses control. Boxers come away with it. They'll bring it up. King over the timeline. Guided by... Ooh. They're calling Kara Cronin.
Yeah, I think Madison's feet were actually set really well.
Yeah, they were.
Unfortunately, Cronin just ran into her full
Yeah.
speed.
Madison's shots off the mark. Jakes collects rebound over to Posick. Posick goes left. Top of the key. Jake going to be called for the foul. Her fourth.
The BR bench was ready to explode if Mulhern's three went in at the top of the key.
Yeah. 21-point advantage for the Lady Trojans, 46-25. Nice soft touch there by Tahia Madison.
I think her first points of the night, if my
It looks, by my record, same thing. Posick kicks it over to Mulhern. Kelly tries to drive baseline and ball's intercepted by the Lady Boxers. Sonali Carter call for the travel. Mulhern goes to the bench to a lot of applause from Bridgewater Raynham, and Hall Rosa comes in. Natalia Hall Rosa comes in to replace her.
Mulhern, one of the 8 seniors here at the regional, getting a nice send-off. Nice
save on the miss by Ashley Jake. She passed it back. Hall Rosa shots off the mark. Brockton will bring it up. Navalia Madison with the ball, guarded by Cronin. Kicks it back to her sister, Tahia Madison. And she'll be called for the foul. I have that as 4 for her.
Now we start to see the senior send-off. Kara Cronin checking out for BR. And again, the work is far from done for this BR basketball team. Already a playoff spot clinched in the top 15 in the Boston Globe top 25 teams. And right now you're just trying to better that position so you can host potentially multiple playoff games during the playoffs.
That might be the end of the line for Tahia Madison. She fouls out.
Now it's Ashley Jake's turn. I'd say this is pretty cool from the BR Trojans, kind of getting everybody out, getting their own separate standing ovation.
Coming out one by one. Good move on Cheryl Seavey's part.
Of course, there is one player who isn't playing this season, Shea Bolin, going to Duke, as has been well advertised. We heard before the game, the public address announcer, Jim Seavey, say one of the best BR Trojans girls basketball players to ever put the uniform on, and I think he certainly has a good point there.
Yeah, he has a lot of stats in her favor. Posick's 2 foul shots were good. Give the Trojans a 48-27 advantage. Lady Boxers will inbound. Dana Posick comes out to applause for her performance tonight.
And you think about what the senior class has accomplished. As I mentioned, they went to the Garden a couple years ago, right before everything went topsy-turvy, and played a very competitive semifinal game. You have to wonder if that game is in the back of their mind, that they're using that kind of as that driving force during this 2022 season.
Yeah. Have a lot to build on. They've had some great success in the last 3 or 4 years with the senior class. Oh, they can't even get a putback. That's tough. Off balance shot by Sonali Carter, rims out.
I have to say, this is a 21-point game, and we're still seeing Morgan Thatcher continuing to pump her players up, trying to get them to continue playing defense, and I think they responded pretty well in this fourth quarter, despite being down by such a lopsided score.
Natalie Hall-Rosa launches a three. 51-27. Got a blocking foul on Reese Bartlett. Her first, team fifth.
The ovations keep going. Fiona Kelly coming off.
One of the seniors on senior night. Madison throws up a prayer. McKenty Ono is called for the foul. I'm sorry, 23, Reese Bartlett called. Nope, 11. Totally wrong. Emma Flaherty.
This is the worst game of bingo ever.
His
I think the scorekeeper is just getting thrown off by all these substitutions that are happening in like 3 minutes.
Yeah. So isn't the announcer. Trojans inbounds. Flaherty. Hall Carter gets collects the rebound. Good effort on Natalia Hall Carter. Hall-Rose, I'm sorry. Off the mark. Boxers knocked the ball out of bounds, so the Trojans lead. Trojans with 2:03 will get to inbound.
It's a moot point in a 19-point game, but I think Bartlett might have actually gotten fouled on that three at the top.
Yeah, you're right. You look at it with some contact. Rosa gets the roll.
It's senior night, but the two sophomores on this team, or the two notable sophomores, Hall Rosa and Bartlett, are certainly showing that this team is in good hands in the future.
Absolutely. Steal by Hall Rosa. Pass ahead to Woodbury. Bucket good. Brenda Woodbury, her fourth point of the night. Trojans on top by 26, 56-30. Woodbury called for the foul. Her first, team seventh. Both teams with 7 fouls. Alicia Dingle's shots off the mark. Wholesale substitutions for the Trojans, number 25, Caitlin Hess, 34. Not on my roster.
That was on page 2 of the roster.
And Flaherty's on the floor for the Trojans. Reese Bartlett. 10 is Salia Benez. Trojans bring it up with 1:18 to go. Pass back to Bartlett. Underneath the basket to Flaherty. She kicks it back out to Bartlett. Cross court. Trojans lose the handle on the ball. Dingle brings it up. Blocking foul on number 11, Emma Flaherty. Her second, I believe. So be her second teammate. Bonus rest of the way. McKentiano's in the game. Flaherty checks out along with Reese Bartlett. Hess with the rebound. Woodbury on the corner to Benez. Shots off the mark. Hits the side of the backboard to be a Brockton Boxers ball. 56-31 with 52 seconds to go. What kind of a moot point at this point? Trojans gonna pick up their 11th win of the season.
And you'll just see the bounce back from BR because both teams couldn't shoot the ball in the ocean in the first 2 or 3 minutes, but have BR come back and playing that complementary basketball that we talk about, the good defense turning into good offense and the fast breaks.
Right.
To get those swings, I think was great to see, especially when you're talking about a night where your routine is thrown off a little bit because, as we mentioned, the 8 senior ceremony that we had at the top of the broadcast was followed up by just a 5-minute shoot-around.
Right.
Maybe that played something in there, but I think the defense kind of snapped everything back together.
Yeah, good team defense by the Lady Trojans. They're stealing the ball record number of times in the first half alone. Pass out by Caitlin Hess over Benez. Looks to the wing. McAntonia with off the three-pointer. Her first points of the night. Lady Boxers with the ball. Dingle. Over to Nawasu.
These referees are playing to the final whistle here.
That's right, they're not giving up.
Overall, a great night of basketball here at the regional. And basically, you can call it a rivalry game. BR and Brockton only a few miles apart.
And they do play football at Thanksgiving, so it's become a rivalry.
And when Brockton wins, Jeff Fowler never lets us hear the end of it. Hasn't had too many of those games, though.
Yeah, luckily Jeff's been quiet as of late. But only one last season, last Thanksgiving. Brockton was on the top, or Jeff's giving me a hand signal with 3.
Don't you forget it.
Yes, don't forget it at all. 59-33 is going to be our final score. So for Jeff Fowler and John Luck, this is Skip Crossman saying we'll see you next time from the regional. Again, finals on senior night for the Lady Trojans, 59-33.